The Evil Within is a game that looks very interesting. I can't wait to actually get my hands on this thing and play it and possibly be a little scared of the game and buy the game.
As well you should be.
What is happening in the game?
Evil Within is a new game from Shinji Mikami, creator of the Resident Evil series, and it's returned to pure survival horror. So he wanted to sort of go away from where survival horror games are going. I've got lots of weapons and I'm shooting lots of zombies, and take it back to what he thinks of when he thinks of survival horror, which is scarcity of resources, keeping the player terrified or off balance all the time. It's not a game you're playing because of the difficulty, but it's not easy. It's supposed to make you feel like you're really struggling to stay alive. That's part of the vibe it's trying to create. And it's the story of Sebastian, who is a detective who goes to an asylum where there's been an incident and all of the stuff that happens after that. Not really talking about the story because it's something you try and figure out and solve as you're going through the game. But, you know, it's mostly about the excitement and fun of pure survival horror, being scared out of your mind and then sort of overcoming that and surviving and moving on.
Oh my God. It's an interesting pair-up to have this scarcity of resources in a game from Bethesda. How much has the development mentality at Bethesda had to change to get into the mindset to make the Evil Within?
Our approach is always, when it comes to making games, we look for people who are really good and really passionate about what they're making, and then do everything we can to support them. We obviously are not known for survival horror. It's not something we've really done a lot of, but we have a lot of respect for Shinji. We have a lot of respect for the way he thinks about games and the kinds of things that he wants to do. And really, it's our job as a publisher in this case to just support him in all the ways we can. Certainly, we provide feedback and advice. It's more about immersion. It's more about, you know, making a kind of game that we would want to play. And in this game, this is the kind of survival horror game that we would really want to play.
For me, I'm a huge fan of the earlier Resident Evil games. I think those were when the series was most scary. What does this mean for Bethesda bringing in this kind of talent and this type of game to the Bethesda roster?
We have a basic philosophy about what we want to make, but it's not genre specific. It's more about the kind of people that we want to work with, the kind of things that they're passionate about. And we're willing to do things that are outside of what we've normally done, whether it's working with Shinji and Tango on a survival horror game, whether it's the guys at Battlecry that are working on a free-to-play game. Like, again, not something we're known for. We're willing to go outside of what we're known for, which is big open RPGs, and go into other areas if it fits the kinds of games that we think are a good idea and that would appeal to the kind of folks that like Bethesda games.